And welcome to his podcast, My Mancave.
My podcast, his man cave.
I'm dyslexic.
You're dyslexic?
I'm I'm sex-lexic.
Sex-lexic. Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of being,
like the Lexus Nexus.
I've heard of being fuckstrated, but I've never...
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pruckstrated where I come from. There, mister.
Pruckstrated?
Yeah.
All right.
And in the studio with us is the fantastic, the amazing Mr. Dallas Irvin.
Hello, everybody.
So two places in Texas.
Well, no, Irving, like Michael Irvin. Irvin.
Oh.
Not Irving.
Yeah,
Oh.
I even said Irvin.
Well, I guess I think I have you misspelled in my phone.
Dude, it's a common
I know
mistake.
Glenn's name is misspelled in my phone.
It's because he's a G that everybody tries to add the G.
I don't need the G. I'm already
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You know, that's with my last name being Gates. When I was in school, the whole time they always said all the G's go to room 107. I'd get up and be like, holla. People would be like, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Johnny.
And then such a breath of fresh air at Calvary, bro.
And then somebody would have been like, that's right,
all
all the gays to room 107. And then that guy would have been the funny guy.
I went to school with a guy whose last name was Gay. He shot me with a BB gun one time.
That was
Is
gay.
that what you kids are calling it these days?
No, this was one of those fold-over pistols. Man, he shot the fuck out of me, man. But, hey, that's what we were doing. We were shooting BB guns at each other. What the fuck are you going to do?
I mean...
Yeah, so...
Christmas story, man. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, if you got both of your eyes in the South...
This was a Thursday after school. We were bored.
Yeah. I always loved that explanation. Be like, we were bored. Violence was the only option. Nobody had a Nintendo.
That's how I lost my eye.
And then I had to shoot another kid's eye out to get it transplanted into mine.
Jesus.
The hardest part was hunting a kid with the same eye color as me.
I think I'd go with two separate eyes. You don't know this, but my mom has a brown eye with a green notch and a green eye with a brown notch. It's pretty neat.
I mean, if you got a brown eye with a green notch, you got to get that checked out. You got to go to our friend Dr. Anil.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about a brown eye.
When I started it,
yeah,
I could just look like a dry steak or something.
Yeah, I was intrigued. Yeah,
like Dallas knew immediately where I was going, and I could watch you not going that I was going for the brown eye joke.
No,
I was like, oh my god, it's like the freshly driven snow.
It's an alley-oop, dude. You're assisting, man.
Well,
ADA stats, bro.
I commonly refer to the brown eye as the copper balloon knot, but hey, that's just me and where I'm from.
I'm assuming a 1950s romp starring Marilyn Monroe and Dean Martin, because that's the only way I could ever think.
That sounds more like British aristocrat to me, where it's like I drink tea with a pinky up.
Do more than that with your pinky out. Hey,
yeah, you put it right in that copper knot. So, our good friend Dallas.
Yes, sir.
What have you been doing to stay fresh, keep the mental gears turning during this desert of shows available?
Really, I decided to explore, more music and stuff. Of course, writing stuff and stuff like that. As a comic, you can't stop writing.
Yeah.
I got 7 hours of material that I'm ready to bomb with and stuff like that. So my buddy Antonio Aguilar in Houston said that too on his Facebook. I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to do that too. I'm ready to get back on stage and bomb.
Are you doing that comedy competition?
Ever since my stuff got stolen, man, I don't have any video and stuff, and I'd feel it'd be unreasonable for me to ask, hey, I don't have anything, so you still should put me on. It's kind of wrong for me. It's kind of wrong for me to do that. I would love to.
But nobody has
but
anything?
I'm gonna go and support it though, just so you know.
Nobody has anything. Tamachio doesn't have any video.
No one's ever taken video of me.
Well, Tamachio used to do. I know Tamachio recorded. I want to say he did the first 2 or 3 that I did. Because he was always recording at Bears, if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning.
He was recording his stuff. Well, that was...
we can at least ask him and see if he has it. So that way, if you do want to do it, so you can at least put your name in that.
Well, I recently, I've been meditating more. Oddly enough, this is a weird thing about me. I was a weird kid as I am a weird adult.
No way.
No way.
No way.
I love Dragon Ball Z. And my favorite character still, and it has always been Piccolo. And I always emulated as a 5-year-old. I was a kid on the playground, not on the swings. I was meditating as a kid, 5 years old till about 10. Then I stopped and I just brought it back again, and it's helped me out now. And at least I'm trying to rid my heart of hate, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm not going to say I hate anything anymore. I'm going to say it's not my taste.
I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick, but do you like Imagine Dragon?
Not my taste.
Well, can you imagine dragging these nuts across your face?
Yes.
Sorry, I had to hit you with that.
Well, no, I just feel like his meditation has shifted because I guarantee you when you were meditating when you were 10 years old, it was to try and fly and summon the spirit force and fucking shoot fire out of your hands.
Dude, I was Goku with the spirit bomb
Yes.
facing off against Frieza, man. Like, it was great.
That's
It was
funny.
great.
Guaranteed. That's why every 10-year-old meditates.
Yeah.
Like, they're
Dude, I
trying
mean-
to get to that
I
fucking
couldn't tell
zen
you.
point.
I couldn't tell you if I meditated as a kid or not.
But I
don't
mean, like,
remember.
I just known it, like, you know, like, just, I decided to do it, and I've been a lot better. You know, I've felt a lot better about myself. Just meditating, just, like, when am meditating, I'm focusing on, like, what I can correct with myself and stuff. And the biggest one was, like, stop hating.
Yeah.
Stop hating. It's a negative
you-
emotion, man.
Were you hating a lot?
Internally, yes. I hate to say
Oh, what?
it.
I hate to say it.
Pun
Yeah.
intended.
But no, I think that's great. Actually, like a fucking great idea. Because again, like hate doesn't serve anything. It doesn't.
No,
like,
it doesn't.
All it does.
I
But
think
there is
Louis
a bad-
Anderson said it is what is it? Hate and fuck, I can't remember what it is. Hate and something else are the only things that'll eat its own container.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're filled with hate, it's just going to eat you from the inside out. I can't remember what the other. It's
it's Wendy's
yeah.
gravy.
Well,
Is that
and-
what it is?
It's Wendy's
Yeah.
gravy. It'll eat its own container.
It's
too.
not Chicken Expresses.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about
Oh, that'll eat your asshole. Or
Oh,
I'm sorry, your
man.
copper knot. I kind of want to get that started now. Ever
Yeah.
since you started it, like you
It's
know what?
hey, I can't take credit for it. That's Jacob. That's
Copper
Jacob.
nut,
That
that's the
copper
name of our
balloon
porno.
knot. Yeah.
Yeah, copper nut. There we go. That's when you nut inside.
Is that
And
just a C-3PO
There
porno?
once was a man from Mass whose balls were made out of brass.
Did I just throw a curveball and you swung at it and missed?
No, it wasn't that I
Stormy
missed.
weather.
It's just like
Pop fly?
here's the thing. You brought up C-3PO porno.
Yeah,
And
copper cock.
the fact that there are so many types of pornos.
Rule 43, right?
Yeah, it's the fact. Because here's the thing. There is a Hamilton porno right
Yes,
now.
yeah.
If you've never seen Hamilton the musical, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful story,
It's on
well
Disney
told.
Plus. There's no excuse for you to not see
There's
it.
no
now.
Except for you just may not want to.
I guarantee you want to. The
I'll have to
music's
wa-
great.
I haven't watched it, but I might just watch it.
Well, I mean, there
Yeah.
are people that aren't fans of musicals. If you're
There
not a
are
fan of
people that aren't
musicals,
fans of
it's
musicals.
not for you.
Yeah, just listen to the soundtrack then, because the soundtrack is still fire. But if you want a blowjob from your wife, get in the bed snuggled up, watch Hamilton. All right. Now skip the Miss Reynolds scene because that'll have her questioning. You got to keep it right in the American Revolutionary times,
Okay.
where a blowjob was the only way to save America.
All right.
But
Let's do it for our country.
yeah, but that's the thing. It's like porn has evolved at such an exponential rate that there is like Rule 43. That is a rule that the internet came up with because of how much pornography there was.
There's a porn for everything. There is
Right.
a Rugrats porn out there.
Well, I mean, and you're right as far as, because I mean, I know when I was growing up, we were 17, almost 18 years old, being able to buy pornos, and I told y'all this earlier that a friend of mine said, "Hey man, get me a Hustler, because I want to see a pussy with a finger in it."
Pussy with a finger in it. That was the pinnacle.
But you think about it, it's like Playboys where just tits, and you can kind of see Penthouse. I mean, it was an anatomy class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then from there it was Skinamax, Showtime, HBO, Cinemax,
Yeah.
After Hours.
Yeah,
you
the
could watch like
softest
real
softcore.
They
sex.
didn't show
Dude, there was
penetration,
a softcore,
but they showed titties jiggling.
there was a softcore porn that was filmed here on Cross Lake. And I remember, look, my dad was a cable man. I grew
Ratchet
up.
City
I
rim
grew up
jobs.
with the illegal cable box.
Oh, I thought you were about to say my dad was a cable man and he helped the actor
No,
get
no,
into
no,
character.
no, it wasn't like that. He was no fluffer or nothing. But no, they shot this. I remember clear as day. You could see the Cross Lake Bridge in the background, and this huge titty chick riding on a jet ski, just boobs bouncing, and they're chasing somebody, and they get him in the water and arrest him or whatever, or kill him. I don't remember what the storyline was. And then they go back.
Storyline's irrelevant.
Yeah, they go back to the house, and they dry hump, and with big old boobs hanging out. And that was the extent of porn, unless you had, like, I remember the Playboy channel, but Spice and something like that, you could
Yeah.
actually watch like porn. But man,
Well, even VHSs and stuff.
but they
and
weren't like
DVDs.
this.
I
They
mean,
weren't like what you got today. Then you had Girls Gone Wild come
yeah.
out.
Oh no, I remember just the infomercials,
For Girls Gone Wild.
just enough.
Dude,
to-
as a 13-year-old,
Yeah,
that's all I
yeah,
needed.
you could finish with that easy.
Stars
I could
over their
probably finish
titties, that
with
was my biggest
today.
fetish for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stars over
To-
titties, man. Those infomercials for girls
to
gone wild.
this day. And if you were lucky enough to catch one of those hour-long infomercials,
Yeah, those ones that came on really late.
really late, one of those
2:30,
hour-long
3 o'clock in the
infomercials,
morning,
girls
yeah.
go
What
wild,
about,
you
like-
just let it go.
What about back in the day, like early 90s or late 90s, early 2000s, when Howard Stern, like, replays were playing on E! Entertainment at, like, 3 in the morning, and he'd have a porn star on?
I don't remember. I never really watched Howard Stern. I remember my
guess I'm a freak
earliest recollection of Howard Stern is the movie.
Private Parts.
Oh, dude,
So, and I never really was a fan of Howard Stern, even after that movie, trying to listen to him, like, when he was, fighting with XM Satellite back in the day or whatever it was, or whatever that shit
I
was.
thought Paul Giamatti did a great job in that movie, too.
I never really liked Howard Stern.
Well, I'm just saying that's at least...
Yeah,
he'd
Paul
have
Giamatti was a
well,
real saving grace in that movie. God.
Is
He was
that
also
Pig
a real
Vomit?
saving grace in John Dies at the end.
Is that Pig Vomit?
No,
Yes.
no, that's Pig
Pig
Vomit.
Vomit. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Paul Giamatti. That is a great actor. I wonder how many character actors there
Was he
are
in-
in porn.
Was he in San Andreas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure I've got the same guy in my head.
But yeah,
okay,
no.
Gotcha.
Like how many character actors just be like, I am a repairman.
Well, but I mean, do they do that with fetishes too? Do they get into character or
I
like
imagine
with fetish
fetishes,
porn, or is that like do these? Because there was a guy that was on your mom's house podcast that shit his own balls out of his ass. He can put his balls in his ass.
I've seen that
and
video. It's
Shit them
hilarious.
out.
that's not a
he
character.
and he can put his balls in his ass and get fucked. That's what I was getting at. It's
Yeah.
like this dude ain't no character.
No, he is a guy. His character is a guy that can put his balls in his own asshole.
I hadn't been able to see the video yet.
I had a friend of mine
I
send
have
me
it
it
on
for
reserve.
New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
I don't have it.
It
around.
was
as
my
as
ball
I'd
drop
play
for
it
New
right
Year's
now.
Eve, and it was hilarious.
That's what it was. That's right. He did the ball drop.
Until it's at once it's at the library and
I
I
gotta
can check it
see
out.
Well,
it.
no, my friend Daryl sent it to me at
That's what-
12:01 this 2020 this year, and I'm like, dude, you couldn't have timed that any better. I laughed so hard that it was one of the few times in my adult life that I've laughed and piddled myself.
And honestly, shitting out your own balls has kind of been 2020's whole mantra. So I think your friend is also a psychic.
I think I searched the wrong thing.
Yeah,
here.
you searched the wholesome ball drop video.
no.
So
We
what would I
need
do,
testicle drop video or whatever.
Testicles shouting out. What a weird, this is a thing we didn't plan on, the weird dead space while we're all looking at the screen.
I can edit it. Poop with semen. That's not what I want. Horny girl fills her loose pussy with golf balls.
See, and that's the shit we're
yeah,
exactly
so,
talking
yeah,
about. It's
what
like
do-
none of this is sex.
What do vagina balls deep collection 2? Yeah,
I haven't seen the first
say,
one, so I'd be lost.
I'm going to say that I did not find the right thing here.
Regardless,
Having a
regardless.
ball sex comment me Pornhub.com. Okay, so yeah, I guess I didn't find the right.
Well, I mean,
thing.
regardless, it's that we're at least acknowledging the fact that something happened in our mental state as a society to where,
clearly something's
Yeah.
happened,
Yeah.
or we wouldn't have OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Well,
I think OnlyFans is an immediate response to the pandemic. I think that's 100% what OnlyFans
Well, it's been
is.
around since 2016, dude.
But
But it
you
hadn't
can't
been
deny that
big,
it hasn't gotten
yeah.
1,000 times more popular.
But I mean, look, motherfuckers are like, "Hey, I'm broke," and you know what? I think people are. I think this is going to be a segue into like the whole prostitution becoming legal thing, because people are realizing. I mean, it's like legalizing marijuana. It's one of those things that I think is inevitably going to happen because
Yeah.
I'm for legalizing all drugs.
I'm with you.
Just if it's a chemical and you want to put it in your body, this is America. We spout freedom all the time. It's time to put our money where our mouth is.
But
But we do a lot of
Drugs in your
talking at the
face.
same time where we can't hold our actions.
Right. Well, but like, the good thing about OnlyFans is like it gives people, at least it gives them a chance. It's not girls going out on the street and selling themselves out like that, but perverts or lonely people or somebody that
Has
hey, the girl that works at Chili's is fucking hot and she's got an OnlyFans. I'd really like to see what she looks like naked. I'll pay $5 for that. There's people out there that like that.
Well,
I
I
think
and
that
there also is some repercussions in general with it to where let's say she wants to, let's say there's a girl that had OnlyFans right now, but 10 years down the line, she wants to, what is it, like, rededicate herself to Jesus or something, become religious again and wants to find a good Christian man, and then he finds out about that and doesn't accept her. I like to think of stuff
That's
like
not
that.
Christian.
That's
goes
Exactly.
against the
But,
principle of
but at the
forgiveness.
same
So
time,
she
those
wouldn't
people
find
do
herself a good
exist.
Christian
That's
man.
right. She found her a hypocrite. Is what she
Found her a
found.
hypocrite.
But at the same time, it's like they do still exist, and the fact with the shaming and whatnot, we as a society need to stop with the shaming.
And I think that's what
whatnot.
you're seeing, in my opinion, is that I think you're
True,
seeing
and
the
I'm-
stopping
yeah.
of the shaming, because if not, OnlyFans would just be a pipe dream that stopped in 2016.
Yeah.
It's not something that people can
Well, do you
act
know
like
why
a
it was even
dog.
started? It wasn't started for porn.
Well, but what
it
I'm
was started
saying
for
is-
like independent artists. Like, let's say you wanted to do like these are the songs that my record company said, we probably don't want to put them on that, but I want to put them out because I like them anyway. That's kind of how it was. I've done extensive research on this because on my podcast I'm trying to talk about it too.
Right. Yeah, no, 'cause
dedicate a
in-
whole episode to it.
And OnlyFans kind of had the same goal as Patreon.
And what do you think happens, like,
Yeah.
independent contractor style, a.k.a., I think porn stars are under independent contractor in a way, or I don't know.
I,
Yeah,
I
they
have
are.
no idea.
Really, whether or not it is or not, but I mean, like, that's a hustle. And, that's a little bit of a hustle where it's like, hey, $5 a month, that's at least the bottom rate for OnlyFans and stuff like that is $5 a month, the bottom rate. And most porn stars, and I did, again, like I said, I had to do a lot of extensive research for myself on
Extensive
Yeah,
research.
I'm sure
you know.
that-
Yes, that's a
Yes.
masturbatory joke.
Hours and hours,
Hours and
Hours and hours and
my
hours
elbow
of
is
Riley
killing
Reid.
me.
But no, I think that OnlyFans is. I think its original idea and iteration was good, and I think what it has become is good because it does kind of like create a safe environment for these women to be sexual and not have any of the dangerous repercussions.
Right.
that
But
can
it
happen
also
to-
heightens how freaky we are as a society. Need I say dog girl?
That's what I was. Yeah,
This dog girl.
Dog girl? This girl in Austin, Texas. Well, we have the thing pulled up already. I guess let's get down to it and just check it out real quick.
This is what I get for stopping. Oh shit! This is what I get for stopping at Burger King. Like, and then there's a fucking. But she's not dressed as a dog there.
No,
Let's
she's
just
not
read it.
there,
Let's just read it.
but,
She's
I
in
mean-
Austin, Texas, and she's making six
Ten-
figures a month on OnlyFans, essentially being a dog.
All right,
There's
tennis ball
there's
in
a
the mouth.
puppy play. It's referred to as puppy play. The fetish is puppy play, and it's usually dominated by gay men. Again, I'm doing my own thing on this, where it's going to go in more extensive detail
Damn.
than just this. God,
She's thick.
God bless.
She got them thick milkshakes.
Come on, happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
That is a happy thought. Like we don't need to be saints on this. But no, okay.
Definitely a happy thought.
But yeah, no, I've heard of kitten play, and so I guess puppy
Is that
play.
the-
Well,
Is
that's
that
the
the-
lesbian version of it.
Oh, I was thinking of the.
Well, more
the
dominated, but
furries,
yeah, I know
furries.
a few
Yeah.
of my I know a few of my friends that actually have that where it's like kitten play, where like
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Well,
puppy
it's a-
play
Are
is
you
the
saying
version of
kid
it.
and play? Did we misunderstand this whole time?
It was
They're just
kitten
naked
play
doing the
whole-
dance from House Party.
Oh my god! But
Joey, race ahead.
but no, so
I'm
okay.
too young to know that reference.
So okay, so no, because she's not a furry. Okay, back to it. I got distracted by
Sorry,
several
sorry,
things at once.
sorry,
The
sorry.
kid and play really threw me for some reason. Just I was thinking of kid and play porn now, and I was like, "Fuck, I know it exists."
Yeah, I guarantee it.
43.
does.
But she technically is not a furry because she's not in costume.
She's just
but
acting
when,
out. It's
but
the
when we
acting out
said
of it.
kitten play, I thought that's what you were talking about was furries.
Well, no, but,
was
like,
kitten play.
'cause,
Because
like,
I thought
I read-
that's what that was, something that they did. But
Well, it
I
was
don't
like a
know.
separate
I don't know
part.
enough about that world.
Well, it's a separate article that I read
couldn't
where
afford
like
a
it
suit.
actually goes in a little bit more detail about like a little bit of the puppy play scene where like there's a conference for it that is actually associated with furries. And that's where she found out about puppy play. Hey, there's no female representation in it, so she decided to put her hat in the
I
ring.
wonder what kind of dog she
And it
identifies
paid off
at.
for her.
I'm sure this article would tell
Basset
us.
Hound, I hope so. Ladybird.
No, she looks.
Ladybird. No,
yeah.
I'm gonna say golden retriever. Look at those.
Yeah,
Look at her
yeah.
long mane in the back. That
Yeah.
screams golden retriever.
And she's fetching stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's fetching stuff. She's in the water. She's very well trained.
Very
she's
well
obviously
trained,
too
yes.
smart to be a cocker spaniel.
yeah. I mean, it looks like they bathe her pretty regularly. They brush her hair.
Well, I mean,
I can't believe they
Alaskan
tatted their
sheep-herding
dog up.
Those things are some of the most intelligent.
Like a Australian Shepherd or something.
Australian Shepherd, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe a German Shepherd.
Nah, she doesn't seem to be mean enough to be a German Shepherd.
She definitely no rock.
Look at her canines. Look at her. Look at her spit those balls out.
But yeah, she's making 6 figures a month. And she
Six
did-
figures
what?
a month. playing like a dog.
Like I told you before we even started this, we've kind of gotten out of control with
I've got a
fetish.
video on here where I rescued a child from a burning house, and it's got 4 views on it. What the fuck are we talking about?
Wait a minute, hold on, because I'm doing math in my head.
Well, I mean, her OnlyFans has, in the article that I actually read, which was from Unilad, if anybody wants to check it out, UK version of Unilad, that they actually say where like she does custom videos too, and the average
She
price
marks
of
her
them.
territory.
Yes, but they're definitely her nude doing something. So I
Doggy
really don't
style,
know.
obviously. Doggy style, obviously.
Dude, that was, yeah.
It was right
And
there.
right there the
We
whole
didn't
time.
say
Like I
we'd
said,
hate
the videos are
ourselves.
like
That's on me.
$1,200.
That's on me.
Or at least one
What?
of them was $1,200
Huh?
for one. Yes, a dude.
Who pays that? I guess the same guy that pays
Someone
$3,000
who's not
for
getting
somebody to
enough
shit in the
sex,
box.
or maybe has a weird fetish and doesn't want people to know.
It's people that have money. Because
Stockbrokers?
Rich people have run out of things to do.
Oh, true.
When you got
because
money
I've,
like that.
I've listening to many podcasts as a fan of podcasts. There was one where Greg Fitzsimmons met an escort in like Vegas who told him the funniest story where there was a dude in Aspen, Colorado, flew him out $25,000 on the spot to shove raw ground beef up his ass.
Yeah, I remember hearing that story.
So
Actually.
yeah, I'm not surprised about rich people. That's why the whole, we're
Yeah,
dog girl. Gotta
yeah.
respect the
Hey,
the
man,
player,
but
but don't hate
even-
the
Yeah,
game.
I hope she saves her money
E-
because I don't see that lasting too terrible.
Well, I mean,
well,
she was
other
in-
women will now get in on the
That's
action.
what I mean.
Yeah.
So-
And then it will get like flooded, but she's probably going to be, like the Christopher Columbus of
yeah,
the shit.
she's a
and whatnot.
trailblazer, man.
Trailblazer,
Good
baby.
job, girl. And look, I mean, she's
Good for you, Jimi
the thing
Hendrix,
that's-
flipping
the
that
thing
guitar
that's weird
over.
to me is she's not unattractive. So
Oh, dude, she's solid.
Well,
eight.
I mean, all
Solid
porn
eight.
stars are not unattractive. There are several
No,
porn
no,
stars
I-
that are
She's not a
gorgeous.
porn star.
I
She's
give
an
you that.
OnlyFan.
I give you that, but she's not. I don't know what I'm trying to say here because I guess now that I've said that is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, no, the fact that
porn
she
stars
is.
aren't unattractive.
Yeah,
You're
the fact
right.
that, and even though like several women on OnlyFans are very attractive,
Yeah,
Well,
I
dude,
bet.
and they
dude.
do very well on there. I didn't know it was a fucking $100,000 a month. Well,
baseline. She could be making two,
Look,
250,
I wonder if there's a
300,000,
market for fat
300,000.
guys with little dicks because I mean,
I got two of them right here in
I-
between the sexy meat right here.
I guarantee you that market's flooded. There's no way that market's not flooded.
you're probably right.
Yeah,
well,
the
flood
Asian
is
porn
probably not the
industry.
right word.
It's ruined the floors.
It's riddled.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the Asian porn industry?
Well,
they're all
unpixelated.
Unpixelated. That's the key.
There's the key.
Maybe
What's
it's so
up with
little
that
it is
shit?
pixelated.
What's up with pixelated porn? Is that a fetish thing?
Well, no, it's
No,
not a fetish
is
thing.
that a
It's,
thing
it's
for
by
some
law
legal
in
thing?
Japan.
Yeah.
It's by law in Japan that they have to pixelate pubic hair for some reason, but they could show throw-up porn.
Wait a minute. They have to pixelate.
They have to pixelate it.
Did you say just pubic hair or just
Yeah, the pubic region in general. Any
men
kind of,
and women or just
They're-
Men and women.
Both
men
of them.
and women?
It's
But
a
with
weird
women,
thing.
It's just literally the slit that has to be
While it-
pixelated.
while
It
it's-
is the cheapest amount of editing that has to be done.
Yeah,
Period.
the least amount. They are very efficient, and I think that's hilarious in Japan that the pubic hair or the pubes have, or not the groin area, the pubic area has to be pixelated because there is a game show in Japan right now where two people are singing karaoke while receiving hand jobs.
Yes, I've seen that.
And it's whoever sings the best. Whether or not you come is irrelevant. If you come or not, that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
who sings the best while
Yeah, who's-
receiving head or a hand job.
Yeah. Well,
And-
hey, speaking of that, do you know what Whitney Houston's favorite coordination is?
What?
And I'm sorry.
That was our podcast, everybody.
Yeah, leave.
But it's my.
It's your man cave, but it doesn't matter. Like the rules are the rules.
Hey, look, here's all the controls.
This is a
all
democratic
these-
society, man. We go by
Hit the
votes.
Stop button when you're
Yeah.
done. Well, how many votes do I get? Just one?
I don't know. We've never written a constitution.
Let's get back on
Next
track.
episode, we'll write a constitution.
Oh, so my joke was that bad, huh?
Kinda.
We still love you, buddy.
Hey, man.
I mean, if we're talking about the Geneva Convention, it would be a war crime.
But did you see it coming?
Not as much as those people that have to judge the hand job karaoke competition.
Yeah, I bet
but
they do see it coming.
They do. You got to.
Shebang,
Hey.
shebang, oh baby! Fuck, I guess I lost. Why? Technically, I won. Oh, sorry.
But
But okay, so But even at $1,200 a pop for private videos.
Well, that was just that one that I don't know
wonder
the
what
actual
she
thing.
did in that video.
I bet she could charge whatever it is. I really don't know. Like, I mean,
because you would still have to produce you would have to produce at least 80 of those videos.
Right.
But I mean, so
A month.
And I mean, if it's banging involved 80 times a month, that is some pro strat numbers right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
How,
Well,
how did you get those numbers? Because it could be that she has 5 videos, but she's the only person on the puppy play market for straight guys.
Well, if it's-
and she's pretty damn hot because it's about subscribers.
Well, but if
Yeah.
it's personalized videos, if I'm paying you $1,200, but you about to scream my name, and you ain't gonna be able to pass off another one saying Johnny's name all over it. As,
Well, I mean, Johnny is a pretty common name.
well,
so-
but yeah, but you know, you're
Like,
gonna
just
be
like
able to
Jesse
say it
Hughes
for
from
only
Eagles of Death
Johnny's.
Metal says, I want
But
you to
it-
speak in tongues.
it's the
if I'm
exact
paying
same-
$1,200 goddamn dollars,
Right.
you're
Yeah.
speaking in tongues, bitch.
Yeah, but it's like when, Disney makes the hats with the names on it. They just pick the most common names, and those are the hats they make. I'm sure she could do the same for these.
Right, but I
and
mean-
then like on classic subscriber count, because like if every subscriber does commit $10, like she has 10,000, that would counter, that would also.
But it's
equal
also
out to
what
it.
she does per month, because, like I said, porn stars do the baseline of $5, or at least a lot of them do $5, because they're making their money and stuff, but they also have the industry on top of it. So it can go up to $50 per month for a subscription, versus like that $600 a month versus $60 with 5.
All right, so let's just find out, what is this chick's OnlyFans thing called?
I don't know if they have it linked.
You know what? I think this is how.
I think this is how you subscribe to her OnlyFans.
No,
You
I think this
you
is
and your
how women are going to
boys.
overtake men as far as like
Dude,
spending.
they
power and
already
money.
have overtaken us. They're not expendable. Men are.
Yeah. Because like I said,
Yeah, they
there's-
did. They did figure out a way to get us to let them get in the lifeboats with. You know how they figured that out? They said, "We'll take the kids." I'm like, fucking go.
Yeah.
No, fucking get out of here.
But no, I
Well, I mean, you look
wonder
at it
who
from
the
a
most
biolo-
successful male on OnlyFans is.
No, there is. He's just hung like a fucking. It's either a good prosthetic like Boogie Nights, if anybody gets the reference, or like this dude. Yeah, there is a dude on OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure he's like Sir Schlongs a lot or something like that.
Typing in male member may not have been the right thing to put in.
Well, no, it would be the most.
But even still, gay performers. That's a male
These
performer
are the
too.
top 10 just for fans. Is it just for fans or only fans?
No, just for fans is
Well, that's
something
another
different.
one. That's
Okay, so-
another one. That's another one.
So all it is talk only fan male
Okay, so
models.
Essentially, OnlyFans took over for Just for Fans, and now Just for
I
Fans
mean,
is
so I
still might be
searched-
making money, but not as much as OnlyFans. But here's also another thing that actually happened. There was a leak that people who actually subscribe to OnlyFans, because I don't know how this happened. I don't know if you're able to download or if they have the technology to actually download from the person they subscribe to's page, and they leaked like 3 terabytes worth of like pictures, videos, and shit like that of different popular OnlyFans. Mostly women.
So Paige earns 15 to 20,000 euros a month uploading sexy videos and pictures.
Well, Paige is the woman though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I mean, that's like, that's 15, 20, that's for 20,000, that's $240,000 a year. That's still
She said
pretty
you're
damn
honestly
good.
working 24/7. She says like you're working 7 jobs at once. You're a photographer,
It's
a
not
lighting
that
coordinator, a
complicated. I'm
set
sorry.
designer,
All you
editor,
gotta do is
admin
spread eagle and
assistant,
finger
promoter,
yourself.
accountant. Sometimes
no,
you might forget to
Because
sleep.
like I said, any woman could just finger herself. Like the thing is, you do have to
Yeah.
promote. You have to get it in the eyes and the.
That's
But
right.
it's not as
fingers.
difficult as like, being a logger or even a trash person.
All right, I want you to.
Now doing all of your own editing, lighting, filming. Well, but once that stuff's
That's
set
still
up,
not that difficult.
Yeah,
I'm
it-
not even like trained in it that much, but I've done it before.
It's a
and
lot
really
harder
not
than you
that
think because
difficult.
neither am I, and I've been playing with it.
Yeah. And
Here you go,
and I
Dallas.
guarantee
We got you one to sign up with.
Ooh.
Why do they look like twin brothers kissing?
I don't care. It's beef sandwich, and I love it.
My man said beef sandwich. I don't
Beef
know.
sandwich. Beefcake.
Well, we're lulling
But yeah,
here.
because
I'm
I
gonna have to
guarantee you,
edit some of
every
this out, I
woman
bet
that's
ya.
diddling herself on OnlyFans doesn't become a star and doesn't make that kind of money.
But even if they're pulling
Yeah.
5, that's still $60,000 a year.
Well,
$5,000 a month, $60,000
I
a
think
year.
I would think.
I'd love to make $5,000 a month for just
Yeah.
playing with pictures and
See,
my dick.
Here's what
like
I would
treating
do.
your
Mainly
dick
my
like
dick,
Play-Doh
you know
or
what I mean?
something like
Here's
that.
what I would do. I would make live action hentai.
That's just Japanese porn.
No, it's not, because Japanese porn is just like the full fucking hentai.
Wait, they already
experience.
have that where it's tentacle porn and shit. They have that in Japan.
I thought hentai was tattoos.
No,
That's henna.
That's henna.
Oh, excuse me.
But no, hentai.
Sorry, I'm from Caddo Parish.
And we're
is a
nerds, so we know this.
Hentai is a Japanese animated form of pornography,
Right.
and it oftentimes goes way over the top with, as he said, tentacles or monsters.
You walked in at the right moment, girl.
or things like that. Super anime stuff.
Okay.
But since Netflix is doing all of these live action converting to anime, like Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, shit like that, take that, shift it to the porn industry.
They already got it though.
I mean, I'd be the only one doing it on OnlyFans.
Trust me, I know.
This dude here.
Look at me. I know. I should know.
I'd be the only one on OnlyFans doing it.
But still, going back to, are we done with Dog Girl?
No, I mean, we're just talking.
Well, I understand, but it's just the fact that it's like it's fucking gangster. It's fucking gangster.
Oh yeah, she
man.
owns it. She fucking
Dude,
owns
Yeah, we
it.
watched that
fucking
video of her,
gangster.
getting in trouble for being on the couch. What a bad dog. What a bad dog, eh?
No, she's a good dog.
She's a good girl.
She's a good dog. She just needs extra playtime.
That's
Wonder
all.
what
She
her,
needs some extra
wonder what her
lovin's.
stage name is.
Something
Something like Daisy or
Buttercup,
something like that.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I'm
man.
telling you, this is all the pandemic has exploded OnlyFans because you had a bunch of people horny and locked up.
You know what else the pandemic has exploded?
Well, I mean, if you look at the guy that shit out his own balls,
I wonder if his name is Paul.
Paul
name
the
is-
ball shitter.
My name is Paul, and watch me shit out my ball, everybody. Happy New Year. Oh, man. So you got a podcast coming out? When you
Working
doing
on it and stuff.
What's
I want
the
to
name
have
of
a
it?
few, it's going to be called Baked at Room Temperature.
Yeah?
I just want to be a little bit on the inebriated side with certain things, and I want to at least analyze stuff. I'm going to have, I'm going to make sure that it's not going to just be being stone ranty. I'm going to have an actual structure to it, but I want to have a little bit of a gimmick to it, if you know what
Yeah.
I mean. And, stuff.
And
Just
also-
plus the name is funny, and I think it's funny because what's the only thing that bakes at room temperature, Johnny? Stoners.
Nice. And I think it'll be thoroughly
Cake
well
balls.
researched.
Well,
No,
I mean-
you have to put cake balls in something above temperature to bake the cake.
I'm doing them wrong, man.
What?
I'm doing
Don't
them
doubt
wrong, man.
masochism, David.
Because I always just take cake balls, roll them out of a ball, stick a stick on them, and just put them
Well,
on the
that's
counter.
already cooked cake then.
No, I don't think you do anything to it but mix
No,
it.
no. The cake is already cooked, but you cool it down and then you do it. Because I
No,
make cake balls.
I've made cake balls quite a few times, and I don't recall ever baking a cake.
How do you not have salmonella? That shit has raw egg in it.
I'll have to get my recipe on how I make cake balls. I don't.
You
remember.
bake them.
It's probably been a year since I've made them, but I used to make them all the time, and I don't remember.
Well, judging by your physique, you probably don't bake them. You probably air fry them
Yeah.
or deep fry
Yeah.
them.
And,
Or-
well, then I wrap them
But
in
that's
bacon.
still cooking it. That's still
Yeah.
cooking
No,
it.
no,
with the
I don't
whole-
recall doing anything to them.
How
But
stoned were you when you were doing this?
I was pretty fucking baked.
Yeah, exactly. So you could have
But
had
look,
18
that's the thing,
extra
that's
And
the
you
steps.
were
best-
baked at room
Look, that's
temperature
the
as
be-
yourself.
I've talked
Come
about
on,
it on
man.
stage before. That's the best part about being a dad and being a stoner is we get to make all sorts of snacks together, and it's great. Like, have you ever had Rice Krispie treats with, like M&Ms and, Reese's
I've had Nutella ones.
Pieces
Yeah.
and
I've had Nutella ones,
know,
dude.
pretzels and all sorts of shit just off the floor? We have, because Daddy was fucked up and said, let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the name
And-
came from just a silly thing.
How do you think
Yeah.
Lucky Charms mixed with Golden Grams came about? That's us.
I think you could start an OnlyFans just making fucked up foods and just lying on the floor naked and just rolling around in them.
I can do that.
Have a bar covering the area.
Yeah,
Just
Hershey's,
one single bar.
a Hershey's Kiss.
Hershey's Kiss, yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
One
you
of
need.
those
yeah,
little
but-
miniature bars.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm
That's-
going to do. I'm
that's
wanting to
perfect.
find either oddities or if there's something I think I need to say and stuff. If it happens to be a serious episode, I'll go down that route if needed be.
Well,
but I don't want to get it too serious and whatnot. But I do want stuff that, let's say, people like, wow, that actually happened or something like that or whatnot. So I do want to
There's
take,
a woman that's being a dog that's making $100,000 a month.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
I mean,
How
if
many-
it's oddities like that, you know me, David, that
Yeah.
I definitely would be down
I
for
wonder
shit like
how
that.
many people that are listening are going to immediately turn to their wife and go, "Baby, you need to be a dog."
Yeah, we need to get you a collar. So
You want that ring, right, bitch?
I'm gonna change the subject up real quick before we get out of here. I noticed this the other day watching Airplane, that in this scene where the plane crashes through the window, somebody's throwing a fucking baby in the air. They're so panicked. What in the fuck is going on?
Dude, that's 80s comedy for you. That
I'm
was some of the
telling you, it
best
is
comedy of all time.
That is one of the
man.
best movies ever.
It's such
Movie
a good spoof.
right there.
I'm,
It
what
is
was
so
that line?
good.
It was like, I'm not Shirley or whatever.
Surely you can't be serious. I am
I'm
serious.
and
Stop
don't
calling
call
me Shirley.
I am serious. Okay.
So-
I love that. No, my favorite joke in there. It's so
Leslie
subtle. Be
Nielsen,
like
rest
a
in
drinking
peace, man.
problem, and his problem is he can't,
can't
put it in-
drink,
like
yeah.
he can't drink. It's so.
What about when Mrs. Cleaver speaks jive?
Yeah.
What is she catch you on the rebound and get you some medicine? Mama ain't raised
Was it the
no
first
fool.
or second one where they were doing the shaking of the chicken? There was everybody.
first one.
That's the first one. And then when it goes down the line, people are like holding brass knuckles and baseball bats.
That one old lady's got a pistol. And said, I'm gonna fuck this bitch up.
I mean, dude,
And
like,
everybody he talks to commits suicide.
Yes.
In one
was
way
it
or
the
that
another.
one-
co-pilot of Blow Up Doll?
At
But-
one
yeah.
point, and then she had to air him back up by blowing him.
No, because the co-pilot was.
Didn't the co-pilot actually save him?
No,
No.
the co-pilot was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The autopilot was.
No,
the
it wasn't. His name was Roger Murdoch.
Yeah.
That's right.
Roger.
Roger.
Victor.
Over. Huh? What? Yeah.
But-
what's your Vector? Or what's your Vector?
But 100%. God, man, we could do a whole fucking
Dude,
podcast.
I
on
could
that
talk
movie.
about Airplane all night.
Well, I mean,
long.
just 80s comedies in general, because there was a time where you and me were watching Spies Like Us, and I forgot how fucking funny that
Fits
movie
you.
was. Fits you.
Do we just want to do a two? Do you want to stick around for a two-parter and we just do fucking 80s comedy for the next episode?
Well, we're just not prepared for it. Like I have some stuff pulled up, but I don't have much. And we've had a lot of lulls with me searching stuff.
Oh.
That's why I did all that to begin.
How
with.
about this? If the
Why don't we
reception...
do one? Why don't we bring movies to the table that, hey, this is what we want to do, and we watch them one night, and we record all of it as we talk shit, and then I just edit the funny
Kind of
parts.
like a fun version of Doug Loves Movies.
Or
Sure.
MST2K.
Who?
MST.
Oh, yeah,
MS,
Mr.
MST3K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love Doug Loves Movies just because
He loves
he just gets
movies.
he gets the right people.
Yeah,
on
'cause
to,
we
like,
can
for the
definitely-
specific ones.
We can definitely
Really
talk about some
specific.
80s comedies. And look, this one ain't a comedy, but I watched Commando last night.
It's such a classic
borderline
bad
a comedy.
action
Come
movie.
Man,
on.
it is, especially when he throws that pipe at him at the end and let off some steam, Bennett's. Come
That was
on.
the one thing about 80s at least unintentional comedy in 80s movies. It was just the shitty one-liners like that we all come to love.
He
That-
says, "I'll be back." isn't it?
That motherfucker became the governor of a state he
sure as
couldn't
fuck
pronounce.
Did. He sure as fuck did.
California.
California. So there's an old rumor that I've heard about this movie being, or Die Hard was supposed to be the sequel to Commando.
Yeah, I heard something like that too.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Fuck you! I ain't doing another one of these fucking movies." So they changed the guy's name from John Matrix, which was his name
To
in
John
this
McClane?
movie, to John McClane.
Oh.
And it went from him going to see his daughter to going to see his wife. And they asked Bruce Willis to do it, and then 7 movies later, or
Yippee-ki-yay,
13,
motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, go
So-
ahead, come on in.
In my
it'll be
opinion, the
fun.
best.
Whatever. There's still
Well,
a
in the
fucking-
best.
Yeah,
like
they're not
seriously,
Fast
it's the
and
best
Furious
Christmas. It's
movies.
my
Oh, yeah,
favorite
you're
Christmas
right.
movie. It really is my favorite. And anybody who says it's not a Christmas movie, I'm sorry. If it's based in Christmas, it is a Christmas movie. Yes, ma'am.
Ho, ho,
1 and 2 were Christmas movies.
ho. That's right. Now I have a machine gun. Anything you want to tell the folks how they can find you, what to look for, when to look for?
Well, once I get up on Spotify, and granted, my internet's a little crappy right now, but we're working on it. and stuff.
Excuses.
I know. I'm going to work on it and stuff, and by this weekend, I'm probably going to have the first episode already up. But Baked at Room Temperature on Spotify, Audible, anything you can get, like a podcast on. I'm going to try my damnedest to get on it as best
You
I
gonna
can.
put anything out on YouTube?
Sooner or later, I kind of want to do a sketch thing on YouTube, though. I kind of want to do that as like my sketch.
Speaking of that, my shirt came in. My SpaceX shirt. We can proceed.
It has begun.
It has begun. I don't know what you're talking about, but I like it.
The oracle's foretold.
Yeah. So I've got
Take the red pill.
There's a video that SpaceX shirts here. We can move forward. So there'll be that coming out soon.
But yeah, I kind of want to do, like I said, YouTube in a way. I wouldn't mind doing something like sketches or something like that. But like,
I want to find somebody who can drift, and I've got a prank idea that I want to do. Obviously, I can't say it out loud just in case the person I want to prank watches this. Let's extinguish this fire and get the fuck out of here.
All right. Thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Look for Baked at Room Temperature on Spotify. Absolutely love and support all the people that love and support us and everybody that just listens and laughs. We do it for you. Hopefully that you'll come back and see us again.
Like, subscribe, love. We'll see you.